billion first quarter loss. The Alternative Investment Management Association here in Hong Kong says the territory is the largest centre for hedge funds in Asia, with $22 billion of assets under management. Well, to tell us more, we're now joined on the line by the association's chairman, Christophe Lee. Mr. Lee, good morning.
Good morning.
How have hedge funds fared in this financial crisis?
I think hedge funds have had a challenging period, like most financial market participants. But the long-term outlook is still good. There are a lot of surveys out that say that institutional investors are still willing to put money into hedge funds in the long term, given that the track record over a long period has outperformed other indices with lower volatility.
So you're saying it's been a challenging period. We've got, you were saying, $22 billion of assets under management now. What was it at its peak then?
The peak was around $30 billion for Hong Kong. That was in 2007.
I've heard that many of Hong Kong's hedge funds actually had problems because they were long-only funds rather than true hedge funds. Is that correct?
I would say that the number of long-short oriented funds are still a dominant strategy for Asian-based hedge funds, but there's been more and more other types of strategies. So, for example, if you look at Asia as a whole, the proportion of long-short equity funds have dropped from 55% to 41%, and other strategies such as multi-strategy, event-driven, macro strategies have picked up. So we're definitely seeing a more diversified range of strategies in Asia and in Hong Kong.
And how much have hedge funds here helped contribute to the recent rally that we've seen?
It's difficult to say. You know, we don't have data on that. But we definitely see more inflows back into Asia, the markets, as we can all see, and also we're also seeing investors' interest picking up in Asian hedge funds again. So
the appetite for risk is growing, I guess.
I think the appetite for putting money to work, hopefully with smart managers that can not only look at the upside but protect the downside, is there.
So what makes Hong Kong the largest centre in Asia for the hedge fund industry?
I think a lot of fundamental things that make it an international financial center, an IFC in the first place. A good regulatory system, rule of law, low taxes, open to foreign investment. So as a result, it's attracted a lot of banks, investment banks, and fund houses to Hong Kong, which are the breeding grounds, so to speak, which supplies hedge fund managers. They leave banks, fund houses to start hedge funds. I'd add to that the China element, the fact that it is the engine of growth for the next 10, 20 years. A positive attitude by the SFC also helps us become a major hedge fund center. Okay,
Christophe Lee, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Christophe Lee, the chairman of the Alternative Investment Management Association here in Hong Kong. The new dean of the School of Business at Baptist University, Professor Stephen Cheung, says Hong Kong's economy is not out of the woods yet, despite recent